Hey PWC Tribe, happy Friday. Dr. Matt here. Wanted to send you this quick message on Friday because I'm a bit fired up about this topic. And I'm going to take it kind of both ways because I read an article today, which I'm sure many of you had if you're on social, Twitter, Instagram, all those different things. And the title of the article was Record Surge of Infections in Children. And the article is 12 pages and it goes really in depth of all the why and what went on over the past 3 years and exactly why they're so unhealthy. But what really got me fired up to share this message with you was not the article and the why, but it's the fact that the article didn't have any answers. They didn't have what to do about it. And that's what we want to talk about today. And I want to give you some in-depth, really just ammo for your family to say, okay, there's a lot of people getting sick right now, right? That Dr. Matt reporting. We know that here in our community. You can just go around to kids' schools. You can come into the office. There's more sniffles, congestion, coughs than we've had in a long time. But what's really the answer to that? And so I want to give you some answers as to not only the why, but I also want to give you some encouragement as to the things you are doing are the right things to help kick the sick, to help raise your kids as naturally as possible, and really long-term be healthier. So that way, you're not part of that record surge of infection. So I want to jump into this, and I'm going to share my screen right here. And really, whenever we see a vast range of the community start to get sick and start to have immune challenges, we can expect that to hit us, right? They're going to hit your family at some point. The question we've all got to ask ourselves is, how are we boosted up and ready for that so that way it doesn't affect us so much? And to be honest, it's not being there exactly as, if you look mainstream wise of what they're telling you to do. And that's why I have this slide up, is be prepared to kick allergies and immune challenges the right way. So how often do we think about, that cough being bad, that fever being a struggle, when in all honesty, those are the right things that we want our body to be doing to help it to be able to handle those immune challenges better. What's happened over really the last 3 to 4 years? We haven't been exposed to as much. We haven't built up that strength of our natural immunity enough. And so that way, when we are exposed to those things, our body doesn't quite know what to do. It doesn't have great practice with getting it out, with kicking it, with fighting it. And that fever and that cough, those are the right things. So if your family is doing a lot of the right things, you're eating right, you're exercising, you're sleeping right, you're getting adjusted, you're being around people, you're living your life, and you're doing all those things, that's a good thing. You are going to be set up for success, even though infection is running rampant around this community right now. You're set up for success. So don't be afraid. Be out of fear because you are in a good spot. Now, when it does come and we do see the immune and the nervous system get a little bit under weather when it's exposed to whatever it may be, RSV, COVID, influenza, rhinovirus, whatever it may be, there's 2 ways the body handles it. The Th1 way or the Th2 way. And think of this as your expressive or your suppressive. Over the last 3 years, and I'd even argue before that, the nervous system has really gone through a suppressive way of dealing with sickness, just on the whole. We suppress it. We have more stress in our lives. We don't get enough sleep. We go all the time. And so it's very easy to suppress that. So then the body never really deals with it. It becomes chronic and it keeps coming up a lot. Or then when it does come up, it comes up with a vengeance. And so if you're sleeping right, if you're eating right, if you're getting adjusted weekly or you're on 3 times a week or whatever you're on right now and doing that, that expressive function is going to help your body to be able to kick it quickly. What that looks like for families, and I've seen this in the office quite a bit this week, is kiddos that, they get picked up from school and teachers like, hey, they're feeling a little under the weather. You feel them, they're maybe a little warm. You take them home, or you get them adjusted even before you take them home. Then you take them home, drink some water, eat, go to bed early. They wake up the next morning and they're like, you know what? Like, I'm feeling a lot better. Even that 12 to 24 hours help them kick it quick because the body knew what to do with it. It knew how to fight. It knew how to kick that. And that's really what we have to shift our mind with as parents, is letting the body do that and helping the body do that through doing the right things and talking to you, tribe. You're already doing the right things. And so this is just more fire for you to let you know that you are on the right track. Now, I know it looks different for everybody. When we get stuck in that suppressive immune function, it's not easy and it's hard to get out of. That's why we want to help. That's why we want to be there for you. That's why when we are adjusting you and we're taking care of you, we're answering your questions. We're talking about what that looks like. Is it a wet cough? Is it a dry cough? Are they congested? Is it more in their ears? Is it more in their throat? All those things, because we want to help your kids through it. We know that right now, here locally, it's going around. But you know what? You are set up for success. So this weekend, go out, have a blast, enjoy the little bit of warm weather we got left, and maybe a little bit of rain too with that. But know that even though there's a lot of scary stuff coming out, that there's a record surge of infection, that there's a lot going on, you are set up for success. And I hope that helps you be confident and have a great time and focus on your family and not feel as burned out and beat down over everything that you see. Hope this Friday Fire finds you well. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Love you all. God bless.